Welcome to
Pro,
Atlanta,
another
Georgia,
league
site
game.
of the 1996
New
Olympic
beginning
Games,
of league.
Center Park Stadium, and home to
Shout
the
out to
Georgia
Snow
State
Bluff
Panthers, and we
24.
have been feeling the excitement
We
from
live,
this
y'all.
one all week. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Breaks into the open. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching play.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. It's a draw. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Woodhead. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver.
This is not starting off well.
Great job by the defense.
Gotta get rid of that.
They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So no dice on third down, and they'll punt it away on fourth. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
A designed run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Like, good coach.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the back, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the back, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Woodhead. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll go to the toss. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
No. Good quarter on his part. I did nothing.
Georgia State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. They got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panther! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead.
Getting out of hand.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw. It's Woodhead. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down.
Y'all didn't block nobody.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Brings it in down the left side.
That ball was in the air forever.
Soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hard running, just dismissing tackles. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Come on, man.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
They better not.
This is incomplete, but there is a flag beside
Oh
the
my
quarterback,
goodness.
and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for
a shot toward the end zone. And it
Good grief,
the long pass
this
is
freaking
incomplete.
arm is
Well,
disgusting.
early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with a completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds a tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
There he goes. The 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's
Good
the end of
half,
the
sir.
second
Good
quarter. That
half.
means it's time
No
to join
left.
Kevin and our halftime update.
Good half, coach.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together.
Turning it on. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 4 over Illinois. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia State State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guys backwards and make some holes?
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
It's a fumble! And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got him in the flat. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short game.
Don't look so well.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back.
What the?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him.
Dude, you're not throwing it near him. Oh my goodness.
Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
Headed to the end zone, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia State. He has been surgical, precision passes.
Excuse me.
Fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Let's go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Okay, so I'm getting all the
This defense happy
penalties.
with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll go to the air. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Holds it in.
Yes,
Slips a
sir.
tackle and he's got room. Wide open space. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has stopped.
I was switching. I
They
should have
extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. One team...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give it.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the left side. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again.
Touchdown, Panthers. And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to lock.
Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Of course it's roughing the passer.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He caught it. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on 2nd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stop the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. It's the crease. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
All right, thanks for watching. Always remember, love is